of Luminosity, because that was something that piqued your interest right off the bat.
Yeah, 100% it did, because I haven't really seen a KO truly work without a neon, right? There's the optic comp, there's so many different ways that you can actually use that in that situation, but here it's a lot different, right? You only have the single controller, you're not really necessarily flashing through walls or anything like that, so a lot of it is going to come down to how they use the null command, how they use the knife, like Ender pointed out on the desk.
Seems like for now we're going to see what that looks like on the attacking half as Luminosity are starting their Sentinels on the opposite side of things defensively. I think the Astra is another really interesting one. We were talking about it a little bit. It feels like they are heavily reliant upon delay and cheeky little trap plays if they want to bring Astra into this comp.
Yeah, for sure. That's a major point. But we could also see that that was where Six started his controller switch. Was on this map, was when Astra was still in meta. By the way, the other benefit that tick swapping to KO brings for LG is it gives Moose something to play other than Cypher. And running the double Sentinel for them on this map, clearly there was some missing pieces. Maybe the aggressiveness from KO. It's going to be what they try to choose and fill those gaps with.
Right there.
So far they just approach a little bit towards a TP back after they break the wall to make sure they don't get caught by it, but Sentinels has gotten full arcade control. They haven't explored with it though. And they're just holding. A retake setup on B and full arcade control, which gives them so much space to work with. After that knife though, they've actually got this pinch going down onto Dapper, and look at Mata's position. He could catch him on the rotate out. They're pushing arcade. Mata's got to receive that flank fast, and I think he already knows that it's coming.
Well, he's going to have his hands full. I suppose the alternative is he pushes away from it. Seems to be it for now. Dapper repositioned back after they checked it with the teleport and is able to get one for his troubles.
20 seconds. Got to deal with drop now.
10 swing up top, spots B-Dog. Not able to land the shot. The Headhunter's not going to do it either. And the Classic. Not the right tool for the job. Perhaps Mata can make something happen here. No, he falls apart. Sentinels win the pistol, but not without Mata taking one on his way out.
But I think even still the round, while it looked like there was only one play remaining at the end, that was clean from Sentinels the entire time. They came out with a good approach to the start of the round. They got that control in arcade. They made it work because they actually have to fight drop before they take the site with only 20 seconds left. And that's how Mata falls. I mean, there's a lot of different things there that go right for Sentinels, and everything goes wrong for LG. The first thing in that round was checking that corner, where Dapper repositioned to, after being spotted twice on both ends of halls. The default knife that they throw is going to be key for them to actually maintain and get early information and space. One bullet again for B-Dog. He didn't hit it last time. And there's a trade with Sick playing right around the corner. Mata's just gotten 3 orbs, I think. No, 2 orbs. The dish one and then this one. And he's going back to get the tree one too. And that will give him ult next round. As long as he just doesn't stay alive without a kill. Yep. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just so efficient. He's farming up everything to get him what he needs.
I mean, that's optimal fracture play right there. Something that everybody was theory crafting at the beginning. They're on site now. And again, Sentinel's playing this retake setup.
Take his upgraded a weapon. And he's able to convert it into a kill. The 10 was on the flank around, never really.
Dude, if Mata gets a kill, he has Showstopper. That could end the round.
16 HP.
Oh.
Sick falls. All on Mata. Mata's in this 1v2 and he's only got a Classic.
Oh, with the Spectre, come on now.
that's a bad way to go. That's a real bad way to go.
I can't. I was sure that wasn't going to kill him either. Sorry about that.
It looked like he was just out of the range,
Yeah, I was like, nah, this is fine. Oh, that is too funny.
But with that, you see 3 rifles being brought into what should be a bonus round for Sentinels. While Luminosity, they've got that showstopper as you were tracking. Full armor, full rifles the rest of the way. It seems like a lean for me.
Yeah, but the aggressive push!
Oh!
Get him out of here! These guys just deliver. Every single fight, I feel like, between them has been insane to watch. And that one just caps it off.
I feel like there are a few instances in which we've seen just 2, like, cracked out guys go at it. 3v3 left for the rest of the round. Spike still in tow for Luminosity as they turn their attention towards B. You've got B-Dog who's going to be pushing in from the southern side. While the rest of his teammates push forward. Shazam waiting for it, and Kimpeki's just around the corner as well.
Slow will deny him the space as well. So they can fight fully onto site.
Well done.
No trade onto Shazam. He's got Aftershock too to deny the plant if they so desire.
Got 47 seconds. They push out, get the kill onto Dapper. They drop the knife, and that's going to allow B-Dog. Reposition just a tad. He gets a kill onto Kimpeki. 3 on the round. Shazam trades it back, and Shazam falls. Oh, that was knife's edge.
I like that anchor from B-Dog, though, for him to get the first kill and then swing with 2 bullets again immediately. Thank goodness Tick is actually there to help him trade. That's ridiculous.
And what's crazy is
stun.
What's crazy is that's not the best shot we've seen him hit tonight.
Not even close, too. Okay, maybe close.
Yeah, maybe close.
Maybe close. So, a full stack from Sentinels. Losing that bonus. After that, anti-eco went poorly for them. Snipe is going to spot only 10s. I say only because there's 4 players behind him. So,
oh wow,
he didn't even get out. His internet's not fast enough.
Oh.
And I think they've made the read now. But they still got plenty of time to pivot. I think they're waiting right now for the knife.
Perhaps for
clear
Moose
out tower
position. Yeah, it could be that too, yeah. Moose is just so far away.
2 seconds, and they have ult behind this knife as well.
Or they're just waiting for B-Dog to do that.
And the smokes.
Dazzle using a bit of utility to try to clear the way. The wall goes up, and with that commences the fight in Canteen. B-Dog's able to take care of Sick. Dazzle does the same to Dapper. Now Shazam, once again, in a pretty brutal 1vx, working his way through smokes with nothing but a Sheriff. Now the Ion, well, never mind. Moose cleans it up. We're tied at 2 apiece.
Were you about to say the Ion Sheriff is different?
It's automatic headshots, bro. It's scientifically proven. What do you mean?
Oh, man. I'm over here looking at the mini-map sweating. You're like, this skin is nice.
Tied 2-2. Here should be the first real round where we see strength against strength. Tens is light armor. 1 point away from that showstopper. Ada has his.
Which, by the way, they went through so much effort to get.
Yeah.
And so far, has it been useful? He's been getting picked early on the rounds that you could definitely see them use it.
There.
Doing such a good job clearing this dish. Clearing the alarm bot, the trademark. That Kenpecky's putting out. And that's a wall invested actually on dish, which most of the time you're seeing only 1 or 2 players come out of on the hit. In general, I mean, different teams have different tendencies, of course, and B-Dog is exploring. He doesn't have a TP here with him. Got
so
no
cold.
And what happened just there, Kenpecky avoided the knife, but doesn't retake the space. I think what they want to do is pinch on this A side.
See that dog command come through. What a showstopper! My goodness, all of the anticipation, all of the waiting for just that. The orbital strike comes through. Is going to push Dapper out of under sight. As now Dazzle swings out, and Dapper greets him. He gets 3 on the round. B-Dog's in a 1v4. He's not going to be good for much more. Sentinels take 3.
Where did Dapper get that from, man? One tap on a guy ulting you right in front? I mean, I think there's definitely worth talking about the movement that Mata had. He's not really with speed past him. He's just kind of dropping right into it, and Dapper gets an easy one tap with that. In close range as well against the Phantom. So 2 ults invested there and no value. Meanwhile, Sentinels is base is loaded essentially.
Pecking at 1 point away. We've seen this wall a few times. We saw it a lot in their previous matchup too. Ultimately gives the attacking team orb control. It does deny entry towards arcade. Controversial wall.
Sentinels has been doing a great job inside of halls. Remember the round that Tens did get, I mean that was last round literally, he got killed early on, and that's when this split started because they thought that they had a lot more space than they did. This time, look, he's just in there, door's open, he's spotting the cross. I mean, they're so ready for anything going towards that side.
Smokes pop, it's a bit slower than we've grown accustomed to. Dazzle does have the rolling thunder. Well, there you go, Shazam has it as well. They both clear the way as you start to delay some of the rotations coming in across the middle of the map. Tenzin and Pepe are going to show up a bit late, and by the time they show up, the round may be over. You see the barrel of the gun. Mata was waiting for it.
They got 2.
It's way more than we expected.
Great stuff from Mata to disengage from that situation. Don't give Tens the opportunity to play a 1 versus 2. He's deadly. Retaking his sight.
Well, he's got a chance to play the 1v3 now. Spots ahead of Mata. He's going to have to do this quickly. He's going to isolate it. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to get that kill between the satchel and the Roomba. He's stuck.
It's just a good take. Very aware of halls, or of tower, potentially. Moves pushing in front of the ult. Notice how he didn't get ulted by that. Shazam was hoping that it caught everybody. He's hoping that the timing was good, but he's past the smokes before they're even down.
That works.
And making his way into sight. And all of Shazam's teammates actually think that there's not going to be a push in any time soon. All they have to worry about is tower in that case. But no. Only Tig on the other side of the map. And he knifes early. Towards Dish, was it? So still kind of giving the idea that they're doing the same thing, the same default that they've been running. But instead, they're coming through underpass and Kambeki.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got a little too froggy. I wonder if they leave that ult orb. No, they are going to give it to Dazzle. Who's still on the opposite side, 1 point from the orbital strike. Now they choose.
Oh, they're just going to fight. They're going to fight.
Yes, they are.
Sentinel's trapped here.
It's a 2v2. Dapper falls. Do you expect the other? Nope. No, they're not. And it's Tens who's there. He takes 1, but that's all it's going to be. Now they can flip the map, rotate over. But you got Sick and Shazam who are already heading there, and they may win this foot race.
And I think Shazam's fault line not going to be coming up anytime soon. So 6 in sight.
Last player standing.
They've got a chance at this thing, Shaz. Oh, but all he has is a Spectre. Dazzle gets 4 on the round. Luminosity take the lead back.
I would have really liked to see Shazam actually join Sick on that walkabout into sight. But instead he plays up towards the rope. And there's no way of fighting with each other in that situation. So LG take the lead, and this is completely different so far than the first 2 maps that we saw. Sentinels was always in control early. And also, it is actually what we saw in the prior match for them on this map, a Fracture. LG started out strong, and Sentinels came back swinging in the second half.
Sentinels on a broken bye here with just Sheriffs. A couple of ultimates. Not really much else behind the punch. Go exploring into halls. They're going to take a good bit of space away. But information is not the problem here. It's the artillery.
That's slow, well timed. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They walk through it. Look at the fast flank though through tree. Where's Moose? Moose is waiting for it.
Taking care of it. Yep. Able to get the second two. 10s and Sick both done. It's Konpeki and Shazam are the only two that remain. It all falls onto the newcomer for the squad. He's able to take Dazzle down, but eventually falls as well. Luminosity with the 2-round lead here early in this first half.
And they saved one of their ults. Use the Rolling Thunder that round to actually take and clear space, walk past the slow. Interesting thing is they don't actually have too much to combo with the Orbital Strike unless they use, like, for example, the paint shells from Mata. But those are so difficult to pull off because you want to be dynamic, you want to stay loose where you Orbital Strike to try to catch actual players rather than just clearing space, which is fine too, but that's the theory.
Opt for Konpeki here. He's gonna get a shot, and at least one.
Smokes went down though.
Off of that, they like to go. Dapper. And Konpeki's good for a second one. And off of that, I mean, they have some control of A, but they're gonna take the fight towards mid as Konpeki gets a third with the operator.
Full blind.
On 6 spotted a barrel. Mata not challenging it. And then you have Tens who's going to be pushing in towards Dish too. This 4v2 seemingly impossible. It's 9 bullets. There's nothing Dazzle can do here. 4 on the round for Konpeki. That operator proving to be a wise investment.
Yeah, that's massive. And previously, this iteration of Sentinels really didn't have anybody who could run the chamber out.
Not your day, is it?
And here you go. Konpeki with a massive 4K round. A shot while he was blind. I'd love to see that. His first one onto Boost 2. I called out that the smokes were down still, but obviously allowed them to reposition TP out. And here it is. Full blind. Full blind.
Massive. Well, now he's going to have to deal with Bulldog having an op on his side. Are we going to see a chance encounter between these two, potentially? Towards Halls, Shaz not on the other side. You just saw Tense aggressively satchel.
Same thing they did last round.
Yep.
Where they used a gravity well in the smoke to take control of that, and I love to see that out of Sentinels. Stuff like that has been missing from their playbook for way too long.
Right.
They're even pulling it out in an unconventional manner now. Pulling a page out of Zeta Division's book from Masters Reykjavik. Running the Astra even though she's nerfed, even though she only has the 4 stars. No action so far. Although Sentinels maintain again Hall's control. And again, LG take Dish. So interesting to see how those developments throughout this half so far have led to different things.
Yeah, they're starting to push forward.
Trap destroyed.
E-Dog has to be careful here.
Yeah, he's not. He's dead.
Yeah, there's no easy way for him to get out, and the op's gonna fall too.
Wait,
oh, no way!
The timing!
I thought for sure Tense had him dead to rights!
That's gotta be frustrating.
Oh.
20 seconds. Done. He was toasted. They just started a little bit more, but I think somebody heard some noise on this site, and that called the rotate over.
15 seconds, the spike is down. Aftershock pushes him off, but just a bit too late. Now Dazzle works his way forward. Yep. E-Dog still with that op. He lands a shot onto Shaz. 5v2. Konpeki and Dapper just going to save this.
Yep. That's huge. So well played.
Well, and a bit of luck too, right?
And again, a little bit of luck. Yes, exactly. But not on the follow-up. That flash swing, where he actually waits for a second, waits for the shot to actually come out from Konpeki. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Here.
I mean, they're starting to roll up the cash, so going for this is nice. Try to get that op out of Konpeki's hand, force him to use a tour de force. But what I was saying is B-Dog just waits for that and nets himself a kill. Doesn't get shot with a blind shot, for example, that we saw Konpeki already pull off.
That's a good spot.
Little things that I love to see from B-Dog. And this one too, I mean, the way that he walked around inside of that bridge spawn, he's making it so that Tens, he cleared really far up. Like, you have to, when you looked at that minimap, he was deep. He was looking all the way back towards halls. But B-Dog is on the wall, so Tens just not quite seeing him.
And Pecky going to use the tour de force here. Operator in hands of 10, so you've got a double op setup, and it's both good. Both of them are going to be on the eastern half of the map.
Right there. Right there.
Tens is playing like a champ, dude. Look how deep he is inside a dish. Either way.
You can satchel out. It's just as fast, right?
Can he just walk through this with the ult?
Luminosity found some room to work with. There you see Rolling Thunder's going to push him back. Sick is the only one really left on the site. And Mod off the pinch. Sees the null command come through. Mod is still there. Spike's still not landed. It hasn't really left ramps. What are they doing here?
They're so deep. Waiting for the res.
Prepare for hellfire.
They ulted the res.
Spike planted.
But it's just not fast enough, so Shazam stays alive. And it's a 5v5 retake with almost like 30 seconds left on the spike.
Now note, Tens has the showstopper. Sick has the Cosmic Divide. They've got some ultimates to work with. I thought he was going to hit it. There's the Cosmic Divide coming through. Now they start to funnel out onto the site. The showstopper is Mata falls. Tens looking for any target that he can find. E-Dog worse for wear, but still alive. The Natus Tick has to push his way forward, gives him the shoulder. Ultimately falls to the Frenzy. As Sentinels have snatched this thing right back. Moose, oh my gosh! Moose gets 2.
Last player standing.
No time!
And they're not going to get the defuse. Get out of here.
That is ridiculous. I was going to say, I love how Sentinels played that post-plant situation, but they just did not account for the post-plant molly.
Last round before the switch.
They played that fantastically, LG did. And the best part about it is, too, they continued to push through that wall from Arcade. Moose, they had no clue where he was, so he got even some gun kills. But that defuse wasn't even landing, no matter what. Wow. Another Red Bull clutch by Moose.
The Molly was perfect. And, well, it was you who mentioned at the beginning of the series him playing something other than Cypher, allowing him to be a bit more flexible. And, well, yeah, if he's going to do that, then by all means.
Gotta call a timeout here. This is already starting to look quite good for LG, but it's still not even necessarily better than what they had in that prior engagement against these two. That was a 7-5 half, so LG trying to improve by only 1 round after what looks like a fantastic half so far. That's what it feels like, right? The best part about it is, I think, the biggest silver lining is that Tens is not dropping 40. And I say that with still a whole half to play. But he's nowhere near having the impact that he had.
No.
And this is something that I know a lot of people have seen the pattern for Tens in the past. It's not always true, but he definitely struggles when it comes to map 3. Wow. Yeah, he's just continuously, I mean, he just had the clutch of the series.
Spike down B.
Yeah, Moose just seems like he's farming at this point.
He just dry peeked him. I mean,
Concealment.
3 left on the side of Sentinels. There's still an operator in the hands of Konpeki. And the spike hasn't quite made its way out yet, so there might be enough chance to delay. I thought he was going to hit that for sure. Just a bit wide.
I wonder if he still no.
No, it's just Dapper in this 1v2, and it's a winnable 1v2. He's able to isolate them. It was doable, but no. B-Dog's op at the end gets 3, gets LG to win 8 for half, and is going to take us to the second half of Fracture. Don't go anywhere. The previous kings of North America find themselves in a similar position, and oddly enough, it's Luminosity who once again find themselves holding the knife. An 8-4 lead in map 3 over Sentinels to kick off week 1 of North American VCT. And man, the series is delivered from top to bottom, Balla.
Yeah, absolutely. Look in the top left. Bind, we went 13-11 the entire distance. Breeze, 16-14, past the entire distance. into
What a little extra.
overtime. And what is this setup from LG? Look at B-Dog. He's got a shorty in tower.
Yeah, wait. Was it
And then the rest of them are in spawn, just
hurry-
waiting to hear any noise.
Yeah, the hurry up and wait strat? Is that what that was?
Yep.
Naturally, if it works, they're going to look brilliant.
He's got so many headhunter shots as well. So just full effect chamber here. And I think Sentinels is going to walk into it. Although it looks more like they want to push towards arcade than anything else.
Tens has to beat hop away. They haven't. Now they're going to swing through. And Tens and Dapper get 2 openers.
Tens is pushing.
They've got to be careful here. B-Dog. The thing is, there's no easy way for him to get out, but he lands that under shots anyway, and B-Dog snaps on the 3rd. Oh, but they're not out of the woodworks quite yet. Kempeki still has a chance to win this thing. Healthy
30 seconds
on the
left.
plant, and they're both weak. If Mata swung out, that would have been it, but no, he's giving him a chance at life again. Kempeki with the snap. Not able to land the second, 22 HP. Mata has the luxury of playing this patiently with a health advantage. Kempeki, 1 bullet, and Mata with the frenzy snatches it back. That round, perfectly indicative of what the entire series has been.
Yo, forget B-Dog versus Tens. I want to watch B-Dog versus Kempeki now. Oh my goodness. The hero plays. That is ridiculous again. I thought for sure after he missed got the first kill and didn't get Shazam there that he was TPing him. Right?
Yeah.
But he 180s him. I mean, that is disrespect. And Kempeki almost responds with his own 2-1 taps. I mean, ridiculous. But we continue.
Second pistol win for Luminosity, too. A big one.
Yep. Looks like they want to take the pressure fast through dish. And B-Dog's already receiving with a Marshall. High-low swing. And he's got the TP to get out.
And he does.
But look at the fast pinch from Arcade. That's going to come from the north side of the map.
Luminosity, yeah, they're pushing in. Got to be a bit more methodical, make sure there's no trap waiting. Speedock just continues.
1 enemy remaining.
Just continues.
Take him of a flash there to swing through that. I mean, that's a way to get a Prime Gaming flawless right there. B-Dog with a couple no-scopes as they push through the smoke. Yeah. You see,
1 enemy remaining.
the one thing that I saw in the pistol round from Sentinels
That's not ready.
is they used their wall actually on the canteen side rather than the arcade side, even though there were so many coming through arcade. And that gave Tens the opportunity to actually push it. And there again, Sick trying to get in the smoke, trying to push into screens.
This is early knife out from Tig. No one pushing up arcade, no information gathered. Off of that, B-Dog creeps his way forward just a tad.
Did he get information that they're pushing? Actually, Dish?
I don't think so. But the way he's looking.
Well, now they broke the trademark, so 100% they know. It's all up to Moose here, and they're coming from Dish fast, actually. Mata got in the sight.
Looked like Tens slammed his face against the wall, and Moose just drops his way down and takes care of Tens. Shazam's weak here with 44 HP, no armor. And somehow Moose, who looked like he was in a world of hurt, manages to weather the storm and stay alive for a bit longer. 4v3 in favor of LG. We've got a great setup here. Sentinels don't have very many ways in.
They're all low, so not very many ways out either. Especially if they continue or commit down sand. Looks like they want to fault line and push up the rope, but no.
Oof. That was a close one. You can tell Tig flipped the map back in case it was all a
30
ruse.
seconds left.
And they've got no choice now. 30 seconds.
I mean, they didn't have a choice a couple of seconds ago.
The crazy part too, Dazzle still has a flash.
Yeah.
1 enemy remaining.
And it may not matter at this point, but with every second that passes, Tig gets more and more confident with his ability to rotate back. 10 seconds left. I just don't know how much Kempeki can do here. He's able to take 1 kill, but the clip ultimately runs dry, and Dazzle takes care of him. Luminosity get to 11, and Sentinels seemingly on a final leg here. If that last round wasn't it.
That was a bonus too from LG. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you end up going 3 rounds in a row, that is such a massive boon. They get the anti-eco now. No, Sentinels is going to force. So anti-force from LG, and Sentinels didn't even get the spike down. So they're really committing to this, trying not to get LG onto match point. They don't want to have to fight through match point after match point after match point.
Play.
Prioritizing the dish. Up out of Luminosity while the rest of Sentinels have taken Hall's control. Now out onto Sand. As they push their way forward, Kempeki uses the tour de force at the beginning of the round. Dazzle has to push off, and Moose
Spike down A.
is able to get one, but that's all it is for now, Mata. Playing right on dropping Sentinels while they may have some side control. I don't know that they have full control of the situation. Yeah, the spike is just out of arm's reach.
And now it's way out of arm's reach. After that kill onto 10s. Nobody on this side to be able to retrieve it. Nobody to take the risk of crossing. B-Dog's in a beautiful position to stop this.
Last player standing.
Kempeki continues to be good, but Shazam's left in the 1v2. Tig is very weak. Spotted a barrel of the gun, but Mata lands the shots. Luminosity get to 12.
And for the first time in this series, we got a match point early.
This almost feels like we're being deprived.
I know, it definitely does. I mean, look, the 10's scoreline, we're definitely being deprived. He just dropped a 40 bomb. And it will be a timeout. And the problem here is this timeout, they're trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
They have no economy. They forced last round. And I doubt they even have that many ults. I bet Kempeki just uses tour de force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think they have very many at all.
And meanwhile, LG is probably going to get a bunch of their own, right? So when I say something out of nothing, it really is
Nothing.
trying to grasp into thin air. Doug, unfortunately, I think this might be the end of the series here, Sentinels. It was so good. And we'll maybe end with a whimper.
We'll see. We'll see what Sentinels have cooked up. But you're right. I think as you think through what the options are, I just don't know that Sentinels have very much to punch back with. They've got an op, couple of Spectres, no armor for Shaz, light armor for 10s and Kempeki.
I mean, but the op is massive. Kempeki has been really pushing the pace. I think the one round they almost won, where there was that indecisiveness in Halls. They ran out of time eventually.
Look at Mata. Oh my goodness. They're going for the jugular. They smell blood in the water. Dapper's already falling. Kempeki down to 50 HP. Now
Yes,
they swing
Holtz to
around.
fight back.
Yeah.
Into tower if he wants. Yep.
They have to give the space up. Now the nade to delay even longer. But they've pushed him off. Nothing else. They got that. Oh, now the orbital strike. Tense gets a nice shot onto Tig. Mata gets a little froggy. And he falls. Numbers back in favor of Sentinels. They're doing this thing.
Spike down B.
Moose has something to say about it. He's already gotten 2. It's a 2v2 here. He has 4 HP. And B-Dog still has that op. How fitting would it be if it was B-Dog to clean things up? Kempeki, again, the young buck for Sentinels left in it, and it's not going to happen. 13-4 win for Luminosity. Welcome back to North American VCT, baby.
A 2-1 win. And I think today has shown that everybody needs to be aware from anybody in this group stage. Anybody can win. I think that's very clear. On paper, I think a lot of people who just look at the names are wondering, scratching their heads right now. Number 1, 100 Thieves had a new roster, and number 2, it's Luminosity. Everybody still doesn't recognize and doesn't give them the props that they deserve. But at this point, starting on 1-0,